We didn't this time.
What?
We didn't get any sweets.
April has something to tell you about your claim.
Oh yeah. Thank you for your reminder.
No, I've already been told about this, and I'm just saying, I think they change it for the Avs game.
Yeah, Donny told me and the Show Some Hus fandom that there was only one Dippin' Dots cart on the third level, and that
And now he's walking it back.
is false.
I ain't walking nothing back. I'm just saying there was only one for the Avs game.
There are at least two, and I haven't walked around the whole top, so I can't even say that there's only two. But that was proved incorrect.
Okay, well, I will.
Back at Banner Night.
Look, Donnie, you don't have to lie just to hang out, man. We're still going to like you either way.
All right, in that case, sorry.
But we did spring for the really good nachos again.
Oh, my God, you're so good.
Everybody, welcome to Show Some Hus.
Thanks for being here, everyone.
Yeah, we got Leo. We've got April O'Neil in the house.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she knows. She knows. All right, today, we're talking 2 games, buddy.
2 games, my man.
Yeah. In-season tournament game number 1, Dallas. All right.
It was amazing.
Yeah. And then another game, not in season, but still matters. The Bulls.
Yep, we had the Bulls in town.
Yep, both at home. So,
Didn't go to that one, but listen to it.
yeah. All right. April, you ready for this?
Bring it in.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Dallas. All right, what'd you guys do? Did you guys take the train?
We did.
Sure did.
How was that?
It was we pulled into the parking lot, and as we were getting out of our car, the train that we needed pulled in. So we literally sprinted and got on.
Heck yeah.
Showed some hus.
That
We
is some
showed
hus.
some hus for sure.
Got on the train, and it was a metaphor for the rest of the night.
It was wonderful.
That might be like the most satisfying thing when you get there and the train's
Yeah.
there.
Yep. And
Like-
we hadn't even checked the schedule prior. We were just
No.
like,
Yeah,
check
sometimes
it.
you just gotta show up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then you took the train down, got off.
We used the Clear app. Shout out to the Clear app for letting us go through. No security lines. Just go straight in
I mean,
for free.
yeah.
Thanks.
We waited for like 4 people.
Nice.
I don't even think it was that many.
It might have been 3.5.
Might have been 2.
Dang. She just walked right in like you own the place.
Yeah.
Nice.
We went shopping first.
Yep.
Ooh.
Sure
Hit the
did.
store.
Okay.
Use that season ticket discount.
Ooh. All right. Okay. All right. And then we got to the seats.
Got some nachos.
Nachos. Explain those nachos.
Carnitas, cheese, guacamole,
For me.
salsa.
All the food groups.
Yep. Plus sour cream for me.
April O'Neil does not like sour cream
I do not
or ranch.
disagree, but I'm not in 3rd grade, so I don't dip my pizza in it.
It's fair. Okay. All right. So we got to the game. The court. I want to know what that court looked like.
The court is amazing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure everybody's seen it, but what I couldn't even capture, and I tried to on video, was that during the intros when the lights are down, the paint that is on under either side of the basket lights up to be more championship trophies. And you can only see that during the intros, and it's I mean, they did an excellent job. I was engaged the whole time.
Nice.
The light show was above average, and the court is above average.
It's beautiful.
Just amazing.
That blue.
Yeah, it's popping.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Went perfect with the New Jerseys, City Editions. They were beautiful, man.
Yeah.
We played beautiful as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about the first half.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well, hold on. Before we do, though, let's talk about warm-ups.
Okay.
Dude, I've never seen someone so not focused, so nonchalant, so volleyball-y.
Who'd this be?
Luka Doncic.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't even know if... I think he took two layups.
Yeah.
The rest of them were deep threes, or he was playing volleyball.
What I can appreciate about him is that he went and gave everybody a handshake, was being great, but the sportsmanship was more time than the warming up. And then when he did have the ball, he was messing around with it, which maybe explains his performance.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he did have a triple-double.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had an incredible game. But
Clearly
also,
not enough.
He's relaxed.
triple-double with a loss. With a loss.
Right? Okay.
Triple-double and a loss.
Yeah. So I want to talk about that because, like, I get a vibe from Dallas that Luka Doncic is Dallas. Do you feel that way? Is that what you saw?
He is so much Dallas that sometimes when Kyrie Irving had the ball, I didn't even realize it was Kyrie. I just thought it was some other guy on the Mavs team.
I would
Okay.
agree with that.
Yeah.
It's Luka.
That's kind of the vibe I got just watching it on TV.
He keeps him in. When he doesn't play, they struggle. They even struggle sometimes with him. But hey, man, they've got a winning record.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was their first loss.
Okay. So let's talk Nugs.
my biggest thing from that game was the screen setting.
Good or bad?
Our screen setting compared to everyone else in the league, we are so much better at it.
Yeah.
And not even the screening, it's the timing off the pass, the timing off the cut, the timing off the shoulder to shoulder. We know how to set screens, and
Attention to
obviously,
detail, man.
that's really what it is. And we always check for second and third options. That's just, we are better than others at that.
Yeah.
Noticing some big things. Denver got up big at the end of the first. I think we were up 12, 14. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. Well, Joker hit that triple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in points in the paint, Mavs had 40. We had 68.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a huge difference. And 3-point percentage, 40 to 43.
Yeah.
But rebounds, 34 total for the Mavs, 51 for us. It's just,
Well, and I need to apologize to a certain individual. And I wouldn't say apologize. I would say that I'm happy that he's finally doing what I've kind of been preaching.
MPJ had a good game.
And MPJ.
it's about time, man.
Yeah, MPJ went to the hoop.
Man.
And he shot the ball well. And I felt like that satisfaction of getting success in other places other than behind that line attributed to his shooting success.
Well, they
Yeah.
have to respect his attack, too, so he has more space on the three.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean his threat to be able to shoot the ball enables him to have that ability to drive. It was just so much better than what we've seen.
Yeah, he's taking care of the ball.
He's a phenomenal player.
That's what he showed that game. I was a little nervous, I'm going to be honest, in the second quarter
Yeah.
because we were in the lead the whole time, but we're letting them close the gap quickly.
Yeah.
But then going into halftime, hitting that three,
Yeah.
the whole arena just erupted
Yeah.
with energy, and
Yeah.
that really set the tone for the second half.
That was pretty sweet. Even the reaction from Nikola, everyone talks about how he has no emotion, all
Oh,
this.
yeah.
And he just kind of let out a roar, and I was like, people don't realize, everyone's like, oh, he doesn't care about basketball. No, he just doesn't like the stuff. If that man played high school basketball in Colorado, he would love it because you don't have press conferences, you don't have media day. Like, he just wants to play basketball.
Yeah.
That's all he wants to do. Anyone who says he doesn't
as
like
a
it.
fan, I appreciate that because
Right?
it shows in his performance.
Yeah. And this has been said by Leo multiple times. He's like, I literally just think he's a guy who loves the game. He's like, I don't know. Leo, what's your take on that first half?
Took care of the ball, played decent defense,
Yeah.
scored the ball easily. When Nicola's in, the basket's wide open. It's like the ocean.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of options we have on the offensive end when Nicola's in is, I don't know if I've seen an NBA team with this many options. It's wild. And it's fun to watch. It's especially fun to watch when it's like the team that you care about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's fun to watch the young guys come in and start getting rhythm with Nicola.
Yeah.
That's been cool. It's not just the starters that have that X factor. It's starting to be deep into the bench as well.
Agreed.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the second half, but first I want to talk to April. So Leo and April are season ticket holders, and they sit next to a individual.
Good old Dave.
Good old Dave. Can we get like a recap of your experiences around Dave?
Oh, Dave. He is entertaining, if I were to explain him in a word. I appreciate him because, I love the energy of being a fan, And so, doing the cheers, going along with the drum cadences, standing up when a big shot is made. Like, I love that. It really just adds to the energy. And anytime the other team does well, and I say the other team because this man was wearing a Mavs shirt to the last game, so we were not friends.
It's a cardinal sin. That is a cardinal sin.
I was pretty upset. I was like, you're a season ticket holder, dude. Like, get it together. But that's all right. He yells at the refs like it's their fault that what he wants to happen isn't happening.
His favorite
That's
player,
never happened before.
His favorite player is Luka, if that puts it in perspective.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was he wearing a Luka jersey?
No, he was just wearing, like, a run-of-the-mill
Mavs shirt, but I think it had
T-shirt.
Luka, like a Luka 77 on the back, didn't it?
No, it was blank on the back. It just had the Mavs logo on the front. I mean, he's funny because you can talk smack to him and he'll take it and give it back. And, he's
He sounds like a fun guy to sit next to.
He is entertaining for sure. So.
All right. Shout out to Dave.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited to hear more about Dave through the season. Dave is now a character of Show Some Hus. So, okay, let's talk about second half here. Because in the end, Joker had what I call a Sombor triple-double, which is basically either one rebound or one assist short of a triple-double. To me, it's a triple-double. I don't care.
In my heart, I was honestly really sad that he didn't just go for it. It was classy of the Nuggets to not score when we knew we were going to win. But, man, he could have broken the record. But I also appreciate that he's going to do it when he actually does it.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Bulls game last night, and the commentators were complaining that Nikola was staying in the game towards the end so he could get his triple-double. I don't know if you noticed, but he left with
stat patter.
One assist shy of a triple-double again.
Yeah. I mean, anyone who thinks...
hoping we get to see it on Monday.
Yeah. And anyone who thinks that Nikola Jokic is a stat patter, I can't help you.
It was so...
I'm sorry.
It was two commentators, and one of them it was two commentators for the Bulls, and one of them was literally correcting the other one. He was saying, dude, Nikola's not like that. The Nuggets aren't like that. Their team is just like that.
Yeah.
They're just that good.
And let's be honest, if Nikola could just play a first half, get up by like 30, and then leave at halftime to go spend time with his wife and daughter, he would do that. Could not care less if he recorded a triple-double. He would want the dub in the bag, and then he wants to go spend time with his family.
Yeah.
That's all he cares about.
Yeah. I agree. I think most of it outside of hoops, when he leaves the gym, and I hope that is how it is for most of them.
And he does. And I think that the perspective that he doesn't work outside of basketball is absurd.
Yeah.
You are not, like, I'm sorry, there's no one, I mean, look at the guy. He's not that naturally athletically gifted to be like, But
he has his priorities straight, which I also makes me want to follow him even more as a fan.
Exactly. I love the fact that he, like, at the end of every game, he waves to his daughter and his wife.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
I know, I love that.
And everyone thinks, like, oh, that means that there's another priority slightly above it. Dude, no matter what job you have, no matter what it is, everyone's priority should be family above that.
Absolutely.
So it's not that he doesn't care about basketball. It's not.
Yeah.
And I can go on a rampage about that for like 20 minutes, but I'm going to choose not to.
Well, and if basketball isn't his number one thing,
he cares.
How many of us, our job is our number one thing?
I was going to say, man.
It shouldn't be.
This podcast is probably priority over my own job.
Dude, this is 1, 2, 3. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just exactly what April was saying. Appreciate before I smack myself in the face with the mic here. Appreciate a superstar, a leader, a champion that's gonna show some hus, take care of it, but also take care of it and everybody else off the floor.
That's why I love Chauncey so much.
Chauncey.
All right, so second half, solid stat line from Nikola. But what other takes can you give me? Because Murray had 18, Gordon had 18, MPJ had 24.
Honestly, MPJ was so fun to watch. And you could see, just like for himself too, like getting that confidence back of like this is who he is as a player. And he had some off games, but he is that guy. And so getting to see him back in his element was just really cool.
Yeah.
Especially for the first in-season tournament game.
Couldn't have said it any better.
Yeah. What do you guys? Okay, so let's talk about the in-season tournament.
Okay.
Okay. Leo and I, we've kind of struggled about understanding how it works and all. But we have done our research, and we are here to explain it to the Show Some Hus family. All right, so there are 30 teams total in the NBA, right?
That is a fact.
Okay.
So far, that is correct.
Yeah.
You're 1 for 1.
Yep, thank you. So they are divided into 6 different groups based on conference. So there's 3 on the west side and 3 on the east side, and they're each composed of 5 teams.
And they were also put into that conference based on their current standings.
Yes,
So that it's about equal talent.
Yeah, so based on where you finished last year in the standings, you are placed into each group based on that. Now, what they'll do is each group is with 5 teams. They will play each team once, meaning that each group will play 4 total, I guess, round robin games.
I would call it pool play.
Yeah, pool play, yeah. Each one will have a winner. Those 3 winners from each conference will be placed into the quarterfinals. The best record in second place in one of the groups will then be a wild card. Mm-hmm. And we will have our quarterfinals.
Yep.
Now, that first quarterfinal game will be played at what I'm assuming will be like the top seed or the higher seed's home court. And then the semifinals and the final will be played in Vegas.
Correct.
So, yeah. So, yeah, we've got that down, and I mean, I think we'll probably learn even more as the season goes along. But
so far, we're 1-0.
Yeah, and if you play in the championship game, then both those teams will have played 83 games rather than 82.
Correct.
But right now, each NBA team only has 80 games scheduled on their schedule. So just in case they do make those quarterfinals and semifinals, that will be 82. But if you make the final, you play an extra game. Now, there's tons of incentives financially for players and coaches. So, I mean, I want to win this.
I want the trophy.
Yeah.
I want the bragging rights.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And we just won the finals. Let's show out.
Right? I want everything. I want it all.
That being said, if taking third to last in this tournament means us winning another actual finals, I'm okay with that.
I mean, yeah.
I don't want that. I want to win this tournament because I think it sets the tone for where we are. But I also think our current record kind of sets the tone. And hopefully our record alone sets the tone of where we are. But we have a chance to win it.
Yeah.
And win it by double digits.
Yeah. And I've talked to you about this. I wish there were more at stake. I wish there was
a playoff berth. I
really do. I wish
you nailed it with that, Donny. That's so true.
Yeah, like I feel like it would give incentive to teams that are slightly, bottom of the barrel, maybe in rebuilding mode, maybe push for that playoff. And I would do it in a sense of like, even if they did somehow make a play-in game with or via this tournament, it wouldn't take away that really good draft pick. It would still keep them at the same draft odds in the lottery.
Yeah.
So, because, I mean, yeah. Do you have any predictions? Do you think that we're going to get, is there going to be a Cinderella team, or is it going to be like the big boys? Is it going to be Denver, Milwaukee, the Suns, the Lakers? Do you think there's going to be like a Cinderella type run?
No, but I don't think it'll be, I think the Nuggets might lose one.
Yeah.
And not get there. I think the Mavs, the Nugs, I think it'll be a West Coast team or Western Conference team that wins it. But East, it's probably going to be the Celtics. They're undefeated. Just like the finals, it's going to be a green team from the East and one of 5 teams from the West. Watch out for the Clippers. James Harden's in town. Babe, April, what do you think?
Yeah, the Clippers going to take it all. They're so stacked.
No.
They got James Harden now. He's so good.
Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. Oh.
I do feel like, I couldn't say who, but I just feel like it's going to be one of the big dogs, hopefully the Nuggets, and then someone we don't expect.
That'd be cool. Kind of like the finals last year.
Right. And then have a similar outcome.
The Memphis Grizzlies. They've been tanking all year just to win the tournament. They're 0-6 right now.
Well,
That's one of the things I want to talk about today.
Yeah, who cares about the Larry O'Brien Trophy when you can win the in-season tournament? The looks I just got from these two. It was great. It was great. Okay.
When do the Memphis Grizzlies get their first win? They are currently 0-6. Are they going to go 0-7?
I can't.
0-8?
I would say in the next week they'll
Should
get a
we put
win.
money on it? And we all have to pick a different
Sure,
game?
I'm down.
All right. Let's look up the schedule. Can you guys give me the schedule? They're probably other than Minnesota beating us, they were the closest ones to us.
All right. Well, they play tonight
Okay, who they
at
play?
7 against the Trailblazers.
That's
And
not
then
happening.
They play the Heat on Wednesday.
I could say tonight.
And then they play an in-season tournament game against the Jazz.
I don't know. I was impressed with the Jazz. But, I mean, the Trailblazers are, like, full rebuilding mode. Full.
They have, what's his name? Dominating. He's been dominating. Dominating.
Yeah, he's the Joker stopper.
Yeah, he's a Joker
Yeah,
stopper.
because it really showed in that,
Oh, man.
He's-
Yeah, I mean, I feel like tonight is probably their best bet.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking at. Too.
I know. Like, we got started bad
I
luck.
no longer think this is a lucrative bet for Leo and I. So, I'm going to back right out of that
It's
one.
just bragging rights. Just
Yeah.
bragging rights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
From what I read, I don't even think this is their worst start of their franchise history.
Wow.
That's saying something. Does this go back to, like, Vancouver days?
Thoughts
think
and
so,
prayers, Memphis.
Okay, do you guys want to talk about the Bulls dub last night? All right, Leo.
Yeah,
Leo,
sorry, I'm going to be real honest. I didn't watch it.
you listened to the game last night, right?
did,
All right,
yes.
the Bulls game?
I did. Let's talk about this.
Okay, let's talk Bulls.
All right. Not much to talk about, man. This is a game we should win. It's a game we did win. You've said that before. I love when you said that. So let's start off with this. Not a great first half. Kind of slow. We were down, I think, 53-50 at half. Not a bad half, just wasn't great. It was just, it wasn't anything to write home about. And it was concerning because we were at home, and we don't usually lose games at home.
Yeah.
Had a good friend that was at the game, and shout out to Coach K. She was over there. Not Coach Krzyzewski, different Coach K. Anyway. And then the third quarter came around, man, and it was like the Nuggets were playing against Division II college team.
Wow.
It was an 18-2 run.
Yeah, talk to me about this.
It was I just felt like the radio was cutting out on me. That's what I thought was happening. I just thought I was missing all the things that the Bulls were doing. And I was like, man, this is really biased radio. But it was Bulls radio. So it was interesting to hear the commentators be like, 10-2 run, 12-4, 16-2 run, 18 to finally a timeout by Coach Donovan, and I was like, oh my goodness, 18-2.
Yeah.
At one point it was 24-6.
Oh goodness.
So it was rowdy, man. So strong third quarter, and I feel like the Nugs. I was looking at the past, and we've had a couple third quarters that were iffy. We lost a couple by 2 points, but most of them were either even or we're pretty up on third quarters. So that was great throughout the game, man. The big differences in this game: rebounds,
Yeah.
37-49. We had 49, they had 37. Threes, they shot 26.9%. We shot 44%.
Dang.
They went 7 for 26 from three. We went 16 for 36. Dude, we just shoot the ball better. We score better than everybody else. It's not anything that's a crazy statistic. We're just better at scoring the basketball.
Yeah, and looks like we went 23 of 30 from the line.
Not great.
Not great, but we got to the line.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the most we've gotten to the line this whole year.
The commentators, when they weren't complaining about Nikola padding his triple-double, were mentioning how we got to the line a lot more than they did. Surprisingly, the commentators for the Bulls were mentioning how the Nuggets just attack harder and stronger to the basket.
76% from the line is not bad. I mean, I'm a stickler.
For a pro team, it's not great.
Yeah, I'm a stickler, and I expect 90 plus, but
At least 84 to 85.
yeah. However, when you look at the last few games, you're kind of like, all right, improvement.
Yeah.
All right, Okay, so the one thing I want to bring up, Jamal Murray went out.
Yeah, so he went out, I want to say...
He only played 10 minutes.
Yeah, he had 2 points, and we struggled in the first half without him, man. It showed. And then the third quarter came around, and we just drilled.
Yeah, the boys came on.
Oh, it was yeah. It was as if men were playing with children.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see. But also, Gillespie got some good minutes because of it.
I love that.
Reggie played really well. He stepped up.
Good.
MPJ had another fantastic game. He's just proven everybody wrong left and right. And AG did his thing, and we already know what Nikola did when he wasn't stat padding. Sorry, man, I'm not going to... That just... Oh, man, it bothers me.
It bothers me,
Oh,
too.
man, that
Anyone who,
dude,
disrespects this guy's game,
Yeah.
you are just a hater.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
This man will go down as one of the greats of all time.
No, it's...
I'm sorry.
It's certain. It is certain. But anyway,
You can quote me.
it was a second half whipping, and I'm glad we extended our home win streak. Our home record is absurd.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
Yeah.
The last in 2023, it's absurd what our home record is.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I forget what it is, but
I was listening to...
it's a lot to a little.
I mean, you look at the playoffs last year. We
Yeah.
lost one game at home.
Yeah.
One. Not only did we only lose 4 games in total, we lost only 1 at home.
That's insane.
That is a title team. Anyone who wants to tell me last year's title was needing an asterisk
Why? Who would say that?
because we didn't play the top seed in Milwaukee. Well, I've heard it plenty of
That's
times,
because
and I'm tired of it.
they lost to the 8th seed.
Exactly. They lost to a very good Jimmy Butler and Spo coach team.
Or even if they were going to call them back, I don't care. Milwaukee lost to them. I don't
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
is the
yeah.
pro-
So
in
I
a
could-
7-game series.
Yeah, and that's beside the
It's
point.
not like they
Sorry.
played one like it's the NFL playoffs. They played a series of games,
Preach.
and they consistently lost. I
Yeah.
just don't know how else to.
Sorry,
say it.
I'll get us back on track here. That was my bad.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah, it's
with
upsetting.
I mean, it's just the home record is solid. When you can have a fortress I would say in overall sports, when you can have a fortress at home, when you can almost start a game, in football, say 7-0 before the game even starts, or an NBA game 10-0 before the game even starts.
Yep.
When you have that because of your home, whether it's the crowd, whether it's the, we talk about altitude. I don't think it's altitude, but you know what I mean? Like it's just, it adds a level. We literally play 41 games here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Ball Arena and the fans, and
Big fan. Big fan.
When I'm looking at, going back talking about Murray, okay, hamstring injuries is what we're hearing.
Yes. Not injuries.
I was just looking at the home record from last year. It's 44-8.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, Between regular and playoffs,
I was
yeah.
like, what the
Gotcha.
math? Yeah.
Wait, that's both?
Between
Well,
the
it would have to
regular
be.
season
Oh yeah, it
and
would have to be.
playoff.
That's
44-8.
amazing.
Home.
Which would
Yeah.
match up with us losing one game.
Yeah, imagine
Yeah.
if we improved the road record.
Yeah.
But I also I wonder if maybe that's where the NBA was coming in with some of that. If you're gonna sit your guys, you got to sit them just
Oh,
as
yeah.
much at
Yeah.
home games as you do as away games, because I'm sure that we, as a club, sit our guys when we do sit them at away games more
Yeah.
than we sit them at home.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I would.
Yeah, right?
Right.
They
Exactly.
could stay home, get treatment, whatever they need.
Well, and we're not there to get away fans.
Yeah.
We want home fans.
Yeah.
We want our guys playing at home.
Yeah. I feel that. Okay, so Murray. I'm concerned, but I'm also just,
Better now than later.
yeah. Good point. I mean, I'm glad it's
It's a
not
hamstring,
ligament.
not a knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like it's going to be a less severe injury.
Well, how long are they saying?
I don't know.
What they say?
I've been trying to find it I've been looking at Google. I mean, let's estimate here between, let's say a month. Okay. Let's say we're going to give him a month because it's early in the year. Maybe we're playing well. We don't want to rush him back, right? Let's
Yeah.
just say a month. Do you think that Reggie Jackson and Gillespie are going to be able to fill in that role? I mean, not obviously.
no.
Yeah, not the same. They're not going to
Right.
get the same production. But do you still think we'll be an effective team that can get the same percentage of wins that we require?
I mean, I think that we're going to be fine, but I don't think that I think that there's going to be a couple games that we're going to lose close that we wouldn't lose without Jamal.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But I just feel like that's like a reasonable prediction. But I also think that he's going to come back 4 to 6 weeks, and he's going to be there when it counts.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We need him there for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we should bench him till the playoffs
Yeah,
and
no.
squeak in, through the playing games or anything. But he is clearly a key part to this offense. But I was talking with Leo about this, and he was saying, he could really tell that the boys picked it up when Jamal went down. And I think that's a great sign of like, this is a family. They see that this is about team. This is about the end goal. And that's another title. It's not about individual stats. It's not about their own accolades.
Yeah.
It's about this team.
Yeah, I agree.
And Jamal's shown that he can come back from injury and be excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned about that.
Agreed.
Yeah, we are going to struggle without him, but we'll figure it out. And we made what, a 4 seed or a 5 seed without him when he was hurt with his ACL. We'll struggle, but hopefully it's not for too long.
Yeah.
And maybe we won't. We figured it out in the second half with the Bulls. Bulls are going to be a bottom half team in the East, so that doesn't tell us much. Hopefully this is short-lived.
Yeah. And, to go back to previous game of the Mavs, we responded, dude. And we've responded to adversity. We got absolutely blown out against Minnesota.
Also, I believe we're 4-0 on back-to-backs.
Yeah.
Most teams in the league they split. They lose the second half.
Yeah.
I think we've won both of our back-to-backs.
Yeah. We're going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Because that Bulls game was a back-to-back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we went to the Friday game
Yeah.
and then they played Saturday.
I think we're or I guess 2-0 on the back-to-backs. We've had 2 back-to-backs and we've won both, I think. Because Minnesota was not on a back-to-back, right? That was on a
No.
rest day.
Yeah. Okay. So the next 5 games, we've got Pelicans at home,
Yep.
Warriors at home. Then we go on the road against the Rockets. Then we're back home against the Clippers. Then we fly out to the New Orleans, play the Pelicans to clarify, the Clippers,
It's not a bad trip.
No.
the Clippers and the Pelicans game are both in-season tournament games.
Yeah, those are good games.
Yeah.
Not the upcoming Pelicans game.
Correct.
The one on the road.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
And so Leo and I will try to get April and Leo back on that one, but we'll recap those 5 at the next pod. But I loved the reaction we had in the last 2 games. Minnesota absolutely dominated us.
Oh yeah.
That was an embarrassment. I was kind of upset. I mean, and frankly, I don't think it wasn't because they were better than us. That's actually why I'm okay with that loss.
Yeah, it's honest, man, and
I mean, we talked about it. It had to come. We're not going 82-0.
what are we, 5-1, 6-1?
6-1. Yeah. I'll take that percentage any day of the week.
If
If the Broncos are 6-1, I'd be stoked.
if the Broncos win 6
Wishful thinking.
games, I'll be stoked.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
just call it what it is, man.
Yeah, let's keep the good vibes. Let's only talk Nuggets right now.
Yeah, we beat the Chiefs.
We did beat the Chiefs, yeah.
Anyway,
Consolation prize.
the Nuggets will. I'm not worried about this road trip. I think it's going to be choppy waters. We'll go 500, I think, but I don't think we'll. go under.
What are your thoughts on the Warriors game? I'm excited. Who's going to guard Steph? Let's say Jamal's out. Let's just say he's not going to play this week. I guarantee that.
Nobody guards Steph.
Yeah.
Nobody guards him.
Who do we?
Oh, who do we put on him? We have to put Reggie on him.
Yeah.
We have to.
The-
KCP.
We go 1v1. I was thinking KCP.
Yeah.
I mean, but we have to. We got to throw the sink.
I'm thinking KCP.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most likely choice.
starter, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we try to go. I mean, do you go zone on them and hopefully they sit somebody? I don't know, man.
KCP on Steph and MPJ on Clay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get out of here. And first, I want to thank April O'Neil for being here today. She has a very busy schedule. She's kind of a celebrity around these parts, so getting her time is, it's like finding a diamond in the rough, and we found it. So I just want to say thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You're the
and-
greatest.
Yeah, she is, man. And Leo, any thoughts, any last second thoughts about these 2 games?
I think we're gonna go at worst 1-1, at best 2-0.
Okay.
We're going to win both.
Yeah.
It's going to be a blowout on
Yeah.
Monday,
I-
and it's going to be a close, good game, but we're going to pull it out on Wednesday.
We're gonna miss Jamal in one of these games. I'm just not sure which one it's gonna show the most.
It's going to show against the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
So-
feeling I'm getting. But that's okay. 6-1.
6-1.
Yeah. All right, April.
Next.
Next.
Let's bring it in.
Let's bring it in. All right, April. Can you remind our family, folks, and friends of something?
Don't forget to show some huss.
Boom.
All I can say is here we go again. Me and you are vibing out as if there ain't no problems, babe. 'Cause there ain't no problems, babe.